Hello, BookTube. Hello, friends. Welcome to Lizzie Faye Loves Books. I'm Elizabeth, and I am home, or I should say we are home. Yes, Emily is home from the hospital. Thank you all so much for all of your prayers and well wishes and kind words and support during this time. Now, she is not on her feet yet. She is going to be needing a lot of physical therapy. And in fact, right now, the hospital homebound school teacher is here with her. So I'm taking a few minutes to come and film this quick Friday Reads video. And so she's going to be doing things from home for a little while we get her up and moving again, but we are very excited to be home. So I haven't even had time to do any videos. We got home Monday night late. So my husband is usually off on Tuesdays and Sundays and Tuesdays, but he went ahead and took off Wednesday and Thursday of this week. Yesterday was his birthday. So today he's back at work, and I've been just trying to catch up with some things around the house, and I wasn't able to do any videos yet during the last couple of days when he was home. We literally packed in every possible appointment we could because now he's back at work and I'm going to be stuck here with Emily, and I really can't go anywhere while I have her here, by myself. So we packed in so many appointments and just everything. It's been a whirlwind of a week, but I have managed to get some reading done while I was waiting in waiting rooms at different appointments. I got a little bit of print reading done, and I have had a book in my ear almost all the time that I'm home, and it's been a whirlwind of a week. So let me just tell you a little bit about my reading for this past week. Actually, this past month, I have finished 11 books, which I feel like I've had a really good reading month, but I feel like I wish that I had been able to finish more. 8 of those 11 were Cat in the Stacks mysteries. That is a really fun series, and I will be excited to do a video just about this series. I finished the whole series, and I only started it a couple of months ago, but I was prompted to do it because Berkeley, the publisher, sent me the latest edition, which is called The Pawful Truth. These books are by Miranda James. This is a series that had been on my radar, on my TBR for a long time, and I'm so glad that I have read them now. So I have 7 of the books, the first 6, and then number, I guess it's 11. And I'm going to do a separate video review of this, and then I'm going to give these away because now that I've finished them, I can pass them on to someone else. So look for that video soon if you are interested in having 7 of the Cat in the Stacks mysteries. Then the other books that I have finished. Earlier in the month, I finished The Light in Summer by Mary McNear. It's book 5 in the Butternut Lake series. I've already taken it back to the library, and I've checked out book 6, The Secrets We Carried. This one looks like it's going to be more of a mystery, so I'm excited to get to that one in October and then finish that series. I don't know if she's still writing more or not. It's quite possible that she is, but I will be excited to be caught up with that series. And then I just listened to a very short audiobook today from a different series that my husband and I have been listening to and reading for a long time. And it's by J.A. Jance, and it's from the J.P. Beaumont series. And it's called Stand Down. It was, like I said, just a novella. I think it's 21.5 or 22.5. I can't even remember exactly, but I really liked it. There was a lot of action packed into those 2 hours, and I thought it was fantastic. I enjoyed it just as much, if not more, as any of the other books in that series. So that is a series that I'm hoping to get finished, probably not this year, but definitely by next year. The thing with her series is that there's some crossovers and mashups with her other series, and she's got 4 different series, and they all take place in the same reality. And so, like, for instance, the next full-length J.P. Beaumont book that I need to read is also book 5 in the Brandon Walker series. Well, I've read 3 of the Brandon Walker books, but I need to read book 4, and then I can read book 5, which is also the next J.P. Beaumont. So, I've got it all under control. I think I know I know what's coming up next, but it is confusing, and I like to try to read things in the right order. So anyway, then the other books that I have finished I am finishing a trilogy right now. So I finished book 2 in the Mark of the Lion trilogy. I finished it just a couple of days ago. It's called An Echo in the Darkness. Now, the first book in the series is A Voice in the Wind, and I may do like a series review or discussion of this series when I'm all done. The third book I'm reading right now, and I am about 80% done with it. It's called As Sure as the Dawn. But this is just a really good series. I didn't think I would enjoy it as much as I have been. The first one I didn't love. It was very barbaric. It's about a young Jewish woman who is a Christian, and she is sold into slavery, and it's very barbaric. But she encounters various people in her life, and then this second book carries on with one storyline, and then the third book carries on with a different storyline. But these second and third books parallel, but the characters don't cross over. I mean, this is one complete book, and then this is another complete book. And the thing that ties them together, well, there's 2 characters from the first book that are related, that tie it all together. Yeah. So anyway, that sounds confusing, but well, you get it, right? You get it. It's just a really good series. It's set in biblical times, like maybe, I'm not sure. It is some years after Jesus was on earth, but John is still living. He was the oldest living apostle, and so he is still active, and I mean, I get the feeling that he is elderly, but he's still very active in the church and is doing a lot of work for Christianity at the time. And he is a character in the books. So we do meet the Apostle John in the books. So especially book 3. Yes, book 3, he has a bigger presence, I think, than in the first 2. Anyway, I have really enjoyed these, and I was able to listen to all 3 of them on the Audible Escape package. Now, when I first subscribed to what was then the Audible Romance package, I listened to the first one. It was the only one of the trilogy that was included in the package last year. But since then, the other 2 have been included, so I was really excited to get to listen to all of them as a part of that same package. Okay, then I am listening to one other audiobook in my car on CD, and I am over half done with it as well. I'm a little farther than where this bookmark is, but this is book 2 in the Beach House series. Now, I read or listened to The Beach House by Mary Alice Monroe, which is also on the Audible Escape package. I listened to that earlier this summer for a book club, which didn't meet during the summer, but we're getting ready to meet at the end of the month. So I checked the book out again from the library just so I'd have a paper copy, and I've really been enjoying the second book. Now, in the first book, there's a lot of characters that are in the second book, but the older main character is not there anymore in the second book, but there was a girl who was a young pregnant teen who helped take care of her, and this is her story. She is now, well, it's 5 years later, so her little girl is 5 years old, and she still lives right there. She is still a part of, she's a part of the turtle team, and she works at an aquarium, and it's still just as much about turtles as the first one, and it's just a really, really nice series. I've really enjoyed these first 2 books, and I'm looking forward to reading more of them or listening to more of them. I think my library has all the rest of them on CD, and only the first one was on the Audible Escape package. I would have to purchase the others on Audible if I went that route, so I'll just listen to them on CD in my car. And then my other current reads, I've got 5 here that I have started in print, and I would love to be able to finish these by the end of the month. I don't think I'm going to start anymore. I did read the first chapter of all 5 of the Sunshine State books that I have left to read, just to see if there was one that stood out to me that maybe I would want to read next, and I might go ahead and try to read one of those. But now we've got like 10 days left till the end of the month, and I think I'm going to be doing good to get these read. So, and even this one, I'm not going to read this whole thing. This is a book of 4 novellas, and one of them is by Jodi Thomas, and it's the book 8.5 in the Harmony series, and it's the only Harmony story that I have not read. I have started it. I've read 1 or 2 chapters, so that may be all I read in this one, because some of the other books are also novellas that are part of series, and I think 2 of them are 4.5 in their series. Only one of them is 0.5, so I might read that one, but I don't want to just jump into the middle of a series, and they're not series that I'm interested in reading right now. So I do want to finish the Harmony series and get this read. And then I am farthest along, probably in this book, also by Jodi Thomas, The Little Teashop on Main. And I'm right at about the halfway point. That is very good. And then I've been telling you guys how much I love this one. And I think last Friday, I was saying, I was still really loving it. And then I sat down to read a chapter, literally while Last Friday Reads video was uploading. And the main character, let me down. There was cheating. There was marital infidelity, which I don't like. And I know a lot of you guys have, agree with me. The thing about it is that I've encountered this before in Lorna Landvik books. And the way she writes it, it's almost like she's justifying it. And that bothers me. So, anyway, I'm going to keep reading, but I don't like the positive spin that's put on that. I mean, that might not be how it turns out. Let's just see how it turns out. I know all things can work together for good, but I'm going to hold my final thoughts on this until I've actually read through the whole thing. And by the way, if you can't read the title, Chronicles of a Radical Hag by Lorna Landvik. Now, I still love the title. I think it's the best title in the world. Absolutely love it. And then I have also made pretty good progress in Village School by Miss Reed. I'm about 25% in. So I'm excited about that. It's very good. I think I am liking this better than Thrush Green. It just flows better. And I like the school atmosphere of it. Thrush Green is more about the community. Now, I'm sure the more I get into the Fairacre series, we're going to learn more about the community. But this is centered around the school teacher and the school, and I think that appeals to me more. So I'm really enjoying it. And then I have read maybe also about 25% of this one, Mission to Protect by Terri Reid. This is book 1 in the Military Canine Unit series. It's love-inspired suspense. This is one of the books that Catherine from Jane Catherine on Books led as a read-along for March Mystery Madness, and I have been wanting to get to it ever since March, so I'm finally getting to it. So those are the books that I'm working on trying to finish by the end of September, and I have already got my October TBR all worked out. So I think I may go ahead and get that filmed, maybe even tomorrow, and get that up. I am excited about what I am planning for the rest of the year. I am still going to read some Christmas books in December, some nonfiction in November, but also between October and the end of December, I'm going to do kind of a mini version of Stack the Series Challenge. I've picked out the series that are the most important to me to finish or catch up to the Christmas book in, and I've got them in pretty good stacks. So those are what I am going to be working on between October and December. And I need to do a wrap up of what I read for the summer romance book bingo that was hosted by Sarah from Steeped in Books. So I've got a lot of things coming up, and I hope to get them done very soon. So that's all I have for this video. Thank you again for all your support, your kind wishes, your prayers, and everything for Emily. And if you want to continue to pray for us, just pray that we can get her up and on her feet and walking ASAP. So that's all I have for this video. I hope you are having a great day. Read a good book, and God bless you.